So you have the Death card, Three of Pentacles, the Tower, which is Scorpio, the Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, Star, Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Sagittarius is whoever it is that you used to be, you're no longer that person anymore. A lot of you Sagittarius have been doing a lot of changing for the better. Like I said before, all of the zodiac signs evolve, they learn, they grow over time. You know, what it is that they used to represent 10 years ago is not exactly on point, excuse me, as to what it is that they represent now, right? Certain things change, certain things remain the same. And a lot of you Sagittarius are not as hard-headed as you used to be. A lot of times, all of the fire signs have this problem where they can tend to, they like being a daredevil in the sense that you fire signs can jump into a situation, right? And now a lot of you Sagittarius are actually looking before you leap. You understand that not every person is really going to be honest about who they are. They're not going to be direct. A lot of times people want to, once you're in, that's when they think that they can start playing games with you and wasting your time. And then they have the mentality of, well, oh, you know, well, you'll think to yourself, well, what do you bring to the table? Oh, well, you have to find out in time. And then you Sagittarius will spend the actual time to get to know them. And then here it is that they are trying to do everything they can to be disrespectful, to be combative towards you. And then you have the Hermit, which represents they may end up holding a lot of secrets. And a lot of you Sagittarius, obviously, you don't like stuff like that, because if you and someone else are supposed to be able to have something that's real, how are you going to actually be able to build the trust amongst them, right? And have them trust you if they're spending so much of their time not letting you in and keeping secrets. The Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles is about, and if they're trying to do that, then you Sagittarius will have to go on about your business, because it's about way more than just having to keep a secret, because they feel like if they don't keep a secret, then somehow you're going to use it against them. Because you got to understand that people who play games are highly paranoid. They're highly paranoid. People will talk to you about their insecurity, or they'll mention that, but they won't actually say where their insecurity is coming from. Their insecurity is coming from their lack of mental soundness, their mental peace. Because highly insecure people who play games are very paranoid. They think that if they don't play you, you will ultimately end up playing them. Even though that's not necessarily really the case, that's how they think. So now the Seven of Cups is about you Sagittarius have options though. So you don't have to stick with these people, get to know them, talk to them. You Sagittarius can talk to other people, right? And like I said before, everybody has options, but including people who play games, their options are stop trying to run game on people and learn how to actually socialize and learn how to give back. They chose not to do that. They choose not to do that. So it is what it is, right? Everything is by choice. And then the Ace of Cups represents you're getting to know people until you can find that one particular person, the Star card, who legitimately wants to be with you. And not necessarily with the Sagittarius in particular to be that exact, but someone who has your character, right? Your ability to understand things for what they are, because you understand the bigger picture. And because of the fact that you Sagittarius understand the bigger picture, you're not going to be wasting so much time thinking about the nonsense as the small-mindedness of trying to play games, waste time. A lot of you Sagittarius, right? You want to be with people who actually understand you for you and try to get to know you instead of wasting your time being so upset over reasons that they can't tell you. Anytime you see somebody who's upset at you, Sagittarius, who's taking out their personal problems on you, and they can't, like I said, specifically tell you what it is, that person has a serious problem. Because as grown folks, you're supposed to be able to state what exactly is the problem. Because if you have that much of a problem and you can't state, my problem is this, my problem is that, then there's something going on there. So then you have the Five of Wands and the Six of Cups. The Five of Wands is more so about how, so to piggyback off of that, it's less about having to, like I said, create problems in a supposed relationship where the two of you are supposed to actually be able to work together. If a person is trying to do what they can to work against you, it's a no-go. You Sagittarius will leave them alone. The Six of Cups represents, so as a result of this, a lot of you Sagittarius understand now, that since this is the case, they will come back when you stop talking to them. They will come back. Or I should say more so specifically, someone is coming back. But you Sagittarius have a different mentality because it's not about having to have people who try to run game. You Sagittarius see the bigger picture. You're supposed to set up your families. Get together with somebody, build a relationship, set up your family, and then do great things, as well as leave a legacy back for your family, right? The ones that remain. And they're supposed to do the same thing. And over the time, the bigger the legacy for your family becomes. But what you're seeing a lot of people who have this quote unquote argument of some people are not doing everything that they can. And the truth is, some people lack knowledge. No matter what the situation is, there will always be some form of an excuse. And then on the other hand, on the other side, some of the people on the other side just have unrealistic expectations of some of the other people too. You want a person to be a virgin, you want this, you want that. And it's like, yo, like, you got to get over that, because that ideology of a person being a virgin, that's more than likely 99% that's not going to happen. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. So to clarify, we have the Temperance, which is you Sagittarius, so you showed up. But the Five of Swords, you have the Two of Swords, and then you have the King of Swords. So the Temperance and the Five of Swords, the Temperance represents this person may be ready now, supposedly from their words, but you Sagittarius are already supposed to know that those people are lying. You already supposed to know that those people are no good. You cannot trust them. They're not meant to be really taken seriously. They're just trying to tell you all the sweet nothings that they think, excuse me, that you want to hear. Five of Swords. If you were to ever start to become comfortable with these people from the past trying to get their foot in the door, guess what they're going to do? They're going to dub you. They're going to start to, out of nowhere, seemingly act like they don't have any kind of common sense. And then now the Two of Swords, you're going to be mad at yourself, thinking to yourself, why didn't you see this coming? So the King of Swords, to subvert that or to undermine their plans, to make sure that your ex's plans don't go. Because what happens is that they don't necessarily always initially want to betray you going in. It's just that the jealousy, people who are insecure are very high on jealousy. They got that problem badly. So when you Sagittarius see straight through this and you realize that they're too jealous for their own good, you're not going to want to hang out with them. And that's going to kind of poke holes in their plans.